It's time to drink, children. I hope you're ready. We about to have a drink and a story time because yes, I up once again. And it's time for y'all to learn from my mistakes once again. So here we go. So today, for our story time and our lesson for today, we are going to be drinking Husong's tequila. This is a silver tequila. And it is from, I don't even know, but it's got a cool bottle. This is courtesy of Leon for lending me his wonderful house and his wonderful bottle of tequila. I'm not at home because where I live at right now, I can't film. I've been forbidden to film where I stay, so I gotta rent myself out and trick myself out at other people's houses to film goddamn videos so y'all can see it, so I can keep y'all entertained. You're welcome. So today's lesson is when being cheap goes wrong. I'm about to tell y'all about a story that just happened just last week to me when I was trying to be frugal and take the train in New York, and it completely backfired on me. And instead of trying to save money, I ended up being out of about $115 or so. Let's talk about it. Here we go. It's about enough, right? We'll always do a little more. Smidge more. Okay. To life's lessons and learning from them. Okay. And let me tell y'all so y'all can learn from my mistake. So I had to go to the airport when I was in New York City. I'm in the wonderful city of Brooklyn, New York. And I had a flight that left at, well, first of all, let me tell y'all what happened. So my original flight was supposed to leave on Monday. Oh, I cheers and I didn't drink. Who does that? Cheers to life's lessons and learning from them. That was drink number one. So I had an original flight on Monday that was supposed to leave at 6 a.m. It was out of my hands. They couldn't find the pilot. I don't know where he was at. He was partying it up too hard. He was getting lit. He was throat babying. He was June bugging. I don't know what that fool was doing, but wherever he was doing, he didn't make it to the airport on time to catch this flight. So they had to cancel the flight Monday. Didn't have another flight until the next day. So they said we rebooking you on Tuesday, but we're gonna send you to JFK. If you've never been to New York, New York has about 3 good airports that you can travel out of. You can travel out of LaGuardia, you can travel out of JFK, and you can travel out of Newark, which is in New Jersey, but it's still within the vicinity. So I was like, hey, we're gonna travel you, we're gonna send you out of JFK the following afternoon. My flight was supposed to leave at 6 a.m., but I ended up getting rebooked for a 5:30 p.m. flight on Tuesday. I say, okay. I end up going back to the room, had a whole day, did a whole thing, went to dinner, just had a free day because I was supposed to go home. So I ended up, so here comes Tuesday. Let's make a long story short today. Here comes Tuesday. I ended up having to I was able to get a late checkout. Checkout is usually at noon. They let me stay till 1 o'clock. Thank you to Sheraton in Brooklyn on Duffield Street. Appreciate you, homeboy, that looked out for me at the front desk. Let me check out at 1. So I went to go get something to eat because I had a couple hours. Flight didn't leave till 5:30, which means I had maybe about an hour or two. So I went to go get something to eat. And this is where I messed up. Now, what I should have did was and the smart thing to do, because let me tell you why this is the smart thing to do. It's smart because I had a 50-pound suitcase. Now, if I would have had a carry-on, who cares? I would have everything that I'm about to tell you would have been fine because I had a light load. But let me tell you what my dumb ass did, trying to be frugal and trying to be adventurous and trying to every time is not always a good time to try to learn things and try to figure out things and try to be adventurous and courageous on your own. Not when you got a 50-pound suitcase on your doggone arm and you ain't got no help. So I decided that I was going to try to take the train to the airport, and I've never done it before. I took the train from JFK to Brooklyn, but I've never taken it from Brooklyn to JFK. So I didn't ask nobody. I was just like, I'm just gonna figure it out on my own. So go to get something to eat, come back to the hotel, grab my bag out of the, you know, the where they had the bag thing, the valet or whatever it's called. I don't know, bag check, not bellhop. I went to grab my bag out of bellhop. Now, what I should have done. No, let me tell you what I did. Grab my bag out of bellhop. I traveled out of downtown Brooklyn, I don't know if you've ever been there, I walked from Duffield Street and Fulton, I want to say that the street is called, to Atlantic Station with a 50-pound suitcase, and I had to have a good 30 pounds on my carry-on because I had my laptop in there on top of a whole bunch of other stuff. And that's what my phone told me to do, but for some reason it just wasn't registered. I don't know if I was just on the wrong side of the street. I don't know what happened. So I get to Atlantic Station, praying that it's some kind of elevator or escalator that I can bring my suitcase down. Was it? Of course it's not. It's COVID. Ain't nothing working. If they got a reason to turn that doggone whatever it is off and blame it on COVID, God damn it, they gonna do it. So there was no escalators. There was no nothing. So I had to carry it down probably about a good 3 flights of stairs to learn when I got down and looked at my phone that I was on the wrong side of the street. So I bring the suitcase, yes, I lug it back up another 3 flights of stairs, 50-pound suitcase. Try to find it. By this time, I have beads of sweat coming down my back because I did have a couple of cocktails because I ain't had nothing to do. I went to the gym that morning, and then I had some leftover champagne from the night before, so I drank the rest of the bottle of champagne, and then I went to Junior's Cheesecake place and had lunch, and then I had another cocktail too. So yes, my body temperature is already elevated, and it showed because I did that one flight up and down and my freaking back was dripping. So I'm looking at the time, it's getting closer and closer to about 3:30, 4 o'clock. So I said, I can't find it. So then I say, you know what, I'm just gonna have to take a car because I don't wanna miss my flight. Take a car, call a car, should I say. And the car said on the Uber that it was going to take 8 minutes to get to me. Now let's go back and let me tell you how much Uber costs. Uber costed me $65. $65 to go from probably, I think it was less than, I think JFK from where I was less than 10 miles away, and they charged me $65. I messed up. I'll be the first to, this is why you don't do this. If you got a 50-pound suitcase, you better figure it out and get your behind a car, a taxi or something, and don't mess around and do stupid stuff like I did. I wasted so much money and I'm so upset. $65. It said it was supposed to take 8 minutes. That car took a good 20 minutes to get to me because it was in the area, but it was because of traffic. So I get in the car. It takes me probably an hour to get to the airport. My flight was supposed to board at 5 o'clock. I ended up getting there probably about 5:05. Tried to rush to the ticket handler, trying to pray that she'll take my bag. She gives me hope, thinking that I'm putting my bag onto the weight, and then all of a sudden she just says, "Oh, they're already born the cutoff time. You ain't gonna make it. You gotta go to rebooking." Get to rebooking. Of course, today is that 5:30 p.m. flight is the last flight of the day. So I get to rebooking. We're sharing today, honey. Keep listening. Stay tuned. What are you doing? What are you doing? What are you doing? This ain't my house. So I can't knock on it. I can't. But I'm gonna tell you, he gonna be like, this is my house. Gonna walk you out. I'll walk harder. I can't say nothing. So all I can do is drink. So I get to rebooking. Rebooking tells me that today is the last flight. You're not going to be able to get into a flight until tomorrow morning. And guess what? You got to get on a flight that's at LaGuardia Airport, other side of town. So guess what? So now remember, I'm already out $65. I had to take another Uber to LaGuardia side of town. That cost me another $40. So now that's $100. Wait a minute. Remember, my flight don't leave till tomorrow morning. So guess what? Guess who got to get another hotel? Me. Because I was trying to be cheap and frugal and learn how to take this train. And this train ended up costing me $200+. The lesson for today is there are times to be frugal, and then there are times not to. When you are traveling around in a city that you do not know, and you do not know how their traffic runs, you do not know the prices, like the times of surge prices and everything, if you do not have a ride to the airport, trying to figure out the train at the last minute is probably not the way to go. So go ahead but remember, always when you have a 50-pound suitcase, if you have a carry-on, do what you want to do. It don't matter because it's light and you have a light load. When you have a heavy load, you have to think accordingly. So don't be like me during that time and trying to be adventurous. Learn from me. Do not try to save money in an instant. Like, there are plenty of ways that you can save money. That situation is not one. Do like Erykah Badu say, pack light. When you pack light, you don't have these problems. But guess what? I can't always pack light. So when you can't, when your load is heavy, you're going to have to pay the cost to be a heavy ass boss. And that's what I did. I overpaid and I learned my lesson. I bet you I will never ever do that again. And now, because of me, y'all won't do the same thing either. I am here for y'all. That's what I do. I respect. My hashtag is respect, uplift, and inspire. And that's what I'm here for. I'm the president of the Members Only Club. My name is Jay Fears. And thank y'all so much for watching. Till next time, y'all. Members only.